We have some questions. Yes.
What is the difference between our defining characteristics of our character now, our mind, and the habitual tendencies? Between our characteristics, you speak of characteristics, individual characteristics, and the habitual tendencies.
Habitual tendencies, the source of the characteristics. Good or bad characteristics depends the habitual tendencies.
And do you suggest that to change these habitual tendencies and characteristics, the best method is to train in pure perception of this perfection of time, of place, and so on?
Of course, it's a great skillful methods to practice pure perception, way of the changing process. But if we have some strange habitual tendencies, according to these tendencies, we have very strange behaviors or the characteristics. But what can we need to do? We need to recognize how it is my characteristics. In the teaching says, like when receive the teaching, turn inward what teacher says. And also when we listen to the teachings, what is the really good teacher, bad teacher say. Correct correct characteristics, incorrect characteristics. This kind of the discriminating kind of the understanding wisdom we have, then we need to changing process. When we change, immediately the maturation is quite difficult because we have already this maturation is the habitual tendencies inside. But today we changed, the maturation is coming the tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Then the slowly changing process is like this. Of course, direct to practice pure perception is a great method. This is the way of the fast changing, quickly changing, and very good. But it's difficult to practice pure perception. How we can to change negative characteristics? First, to recognize the negative characteristics, and then I want to change. Learning what is the positive characteristics. We are now imitating Buddha and Bodhisattvas. When we listen teachings, what is the best characteristics? Compassionate way, kindness way, altruistic way, this I need. And kind of the imitating. When we begin imitating, this imitating influence to our mind and the changing process of the habitual tendencies, then is slowly characteristics also changing. Okay, others?
Rinpoche.
Oh, yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
For example, when you have tendency, then we recognize one level. For example, disturbing emotion like anger. Then on one level we can, okay, I'm starting to follow a thought, and I'm getting disturbed by a thought.
Disturbed thoughts which anger?
Yes, thoughts that make me angry, for example. I recognize I'm having that thought, so then I can look at the thought, I stop the thought, or the thoughts disappear because I'm looking at it. But then, also, for example, if it gets in the body already, like for example, in the stomach or something like this, and it gets feeling angry in the body. Then I can also look at the body and say, okay, now I'm getting a little bit upset. Maybe it can stop. But then the other levels that sometimes appear in special moments, like, I don't know, something moment that comes more from inside. How can I look at disturbing emotion like this?
Anger itself.
For example, yes.
Why you need to think about stomach?
Stomach. Because, for example, if a thought can become a little bit of physical sensation.
You are not looking at the anger. You're thinking about stomach. You're thinking about upset. You need to make the calm, the anger. Look at the anger itself. You are angry, then you are maybe upset. You are thinking upset. I'm angry, you are not looking at anger. You are thinking about stomach. Then there's between a lot of thoughts. Then your anger's never disappeared. I'm a headache, but I'm eating stomach medicine. I'm a problem my nose, but I'm eating medicine for my ear. That's not corresponding. Working with anger all the time, we need working with anger, not thinking different way. Then it really works. It's really truth. It works. When we are very much angry times, you don't think about this disturber. Forget it. Just, wow, anger is arrived. Now I'm angry. How it is, it works. Immediately drop everything. If you just say, I'm angry, yeah, maybe my stomach is, or maybe my is upset. Then it's like liberated. Your anger is there beating you in the mind. Bum, 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 bum. And therefore, it's like to direct to look at anger, to working with anger. This works very well. This is to 100%. Someone says it doesn't work, it's liar. It works. Because I'm an ordinary person. I have anger, desire, attachment, everything. And sometimes very strong comments work. It works very well.
But then, for example, okay, I'm looking at the emotion, say for example anger, then at some point because I'm looking at the anger hides, it feels like disappeared, no? Then I'm not busy with it anymore. I say, okay, it's gone. I don't have to search for it when it's gone. But then
you think it different, yes?
Then I forget a little bit, and then I can think about the stomach. Then
no anger, yes?
Then no anger. But then
that's good.
When I look at the other side and I look at the stomach, the anger come back and say, hey.
You don't look at this. You don't look at this. The same methods before. Other questions? Attitude, more. Do you have any attitude? Vast attitude and skillful methods attitude. In Kambolos, there's one English question, bounty and exceed. What does it mean? Do you know this English? You look at this quotation. Page 18, and the middle paragraph, and this is the third line. His compassion and the bounty exceed that of all the Buddhas. And okay, this one is like this. Can you say more? What does it, a bounty? Like kind of excellent. Bounty exit. Kindness is quite very nice. Generosity, okay, forgive things, teachings. And bounty is adjective or adverb, what? Okay, adjective, good, kindness. Okay, bounty, exit. Huh? Okay, good, like this kind of. And other, do you have questions? You know, it's like the attitude. Now it's like this part. I want to repeat again and again myself. I'm now learning, you know, with you. Attitude, vast attitude. Buddhists have the attitude. And the mind of the enlightenment, compassion. Skillful means attitude. Sikudmantrayanas, pure perceptions. How it is saying in this say, particularly this quotation of the, you know, this one. And how do you say the He Vajja Tantra says. It's very important. He Vajja Tantra says. He Vajja Tantra says. He Vajja Tantra says what? All the sentient beings are ultimately the Buddha. But now it's not Buddha because there are some adventitious. If you take away the adventitious, all the sentient beings are Buddhas. Particularly this is the Buddhist like kind of philosophicals to searching for the sentient beings. And as the Buddha said, therefore we are practicing, therefore we are studying Dharma, therefore we are reciting the mantra said. Like a kind of we have hope, and because it's our Buddha nature. According this seed, then we can achieve ultimate goal, and need to concern it like this. He Vajja Tantra, what it says, all the sentient beings ultimately Buddha, but temporarily there is adventitious or something. Adventitious contain or stain, and to take out this one, and then it's the Buddha. And therefore we can to practice pure perception. Why not? Practice pure perception is not the kind of the exaggerations. It's not creating it. It is beneficial for ourselves. It is the benefit for others. And also like in the sacred mantrayanas, we say it's the purification, purified. Purification is the best purification, outer environmental, inner sentient beings, everything's transformed into the pure perception. There's one sentient beings, is the suttas way, is poor, it's sick, it's suffering. I need compassion. I want to do something. It's considered as these sentient beings are suffering, dualistic ways. And the secret mantrayanas not immediately to change. These beings, maybe it's a sick person, a suffering sentient beings, is showing the manifestations, enlightened manifestations. Like, for example, you know Asanga's history. The Ayya Asangas, he saw that one like a broken female dogs. Half body is the broken, crushed, insect, worm inside. Half body still angry, biting to the other side. And Asanga perceived this sentient being, this dog is so strong compassions, and he's so strong compassion, want to help, and certainly this sick dog is big on the Buddha Mutayana. And like this, when we see that some sentient beings sufferings, maybe something is the manifestation of the emanations. Maybe give to us to chance arousing bodhicitta. And we don't know that, but for our perspective, it's very important to immediately to changing process. This is like give blessing. This is a kind of like a purification. To those sentient beings, you immediately to change. It's a perfect Buddha. So this is purification, best blessing, best medicine. one of my root teacher says, it's like told me, if you pray to the other suffering sentient beings, to concerning this sentient beings Buddha nature, you think your Buddha natures, then to put into the Buddha nature principle our mind. I said, principle our mind never sick, never sufferings, no existence of the sufferings. There is like to bring into this statement. This is the best to pray to the others. Poor sentient beings, I send you mental energy, and this is. Time is like this. Sonamdoyo Tomjuzubu. Dana Banye de Yagana Yevalan Drubaya Saban Solen Rogan Druba Show. Maybe we can pray Sondo Pari Malam. Okay, love. Sondo Pari prayers in the temporarily Sondo Pari places existence, you know. And some in these guys are very far. And maybe we can choose aspiration to be all the sentient beings, to be born, or to have this kind of karmic phenomena, tendencies, appearances, wonderful. The temporarily something is Paris. Oh, this realities, wherever we be enlightenment, there is the Sondo Pari. Sondo Pari is not very far. Sondo Pari need to appear from our mind. And therefore, we can to pray Sondo Pari, okay? Omam benzangoro pe masado Ronyananda Lodar Nyumi Basardon Game de Don Guza to Shinkam Jacob Sondo Parje Ruba Zalin Saya Deva Dorje Deme Tusma Jarve Chunko Gobani Teye Nepshong Aiva Lonkule